Hi folks, I'm Alex Bezanson. We're here in beautiful downtown Brockton tonight on a beautiful summer night.
I'm Tim Chapin with the Pizza Boys. Alex, this is an exciting one. We're here at possibly the original, the birthplace of bar pizza for the South Shore. 1939 this place opened. Of course, it's Cod Cafe, one of the most famous, the one everybody aspires to be. So let's go see what all the hype's about.
This is the big one. This is the big one tonight. All right, let's go.
Okay, so we're here with Tim King, the general manager at Cod Cafe. Tim, first of all, thanks for having us in. The table looks amazing. The spread absolutely looks incredible. So why don't you take us around the table, tell us what each thing is and what something about it.
Yeah, definitely. Tim, Alex, like I said, thanks for coming by. We'd love to have the Pizza Boys, experience the cod. Just from my left to right, just one of our appetizers. It's a meatball appetizer. It's got cold ricotta cheese on top. Homemade roasted garlic with a little bit of toasted bread, to dip in, get all the extra stuff at the end. Right in the front, famous Greek salad, one of the other staples. Can't come to the cod without, getting a nice large Greek salad. You get the pepperoncinis, the black olives, the snowy white feta, and then just the pizzas in front, classic cheese. You got your veggie, your onion pepper. Awesome, a great fan favorite with the pepperonis, the big pepperonis, and then, something that's unmatched, just the meat eaters. 6 different meats. You got a homemade meat sauce as the base. You got your pepperoni, your hamburg, your sausage, your ham, salami. Kudos to anyone that can finish that on their own. And then
the Pizza Boys probably could.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Then we got our homemade buffalo dip. It's made daily. It's a good one. Not too spicy, but it's a good aligner before you dive into everything else. And then another fan favorite that we got is the homemade spinach pita. Layered flakes with sour cream. Spinach, and just finished nice and buttery. It's another thing that's perfect appetizer before diving into everything else.
Yeah, I mean, everything looks incredible. I think I've had everything on this table at one point or another, other than maybe that meat pizza that we're going to destroy later, and the spinach, which actually looks delicious, so I can't wait to try it. But you're right, it's funny you say that you can't come to the Cape Cod without getting one of the Greek salads, and it's definitely true. My go-to here is always the pepperoni pizza and the Greek salad.
I love the pepperonis here,
Yeah, the pepperoni's great. They use the big pepperonis. They cup nicely when you're cooking them. Holds a little bit of the butterfat, or what I call the flavor, right in there. Drink it right off as you're eating it. It's great.
Absolutely. And just a little history behind us. I know it's been mentioned, but opened in 1939. Papa James Jamoulis was taken over by Lynn and Jimmy, and then now the tradition is carried on by their 2 sons, Jonathan and Jeremy. And it's just, I've been here about 8 years, and it's just, I'm not a Brockton person originally, but I got enough Brockton blood on me to carry it on. So I'm glad to have you guys here, and I hope you guys enjoy everything.
All right, now we're here with Dave Wedge. Dave, you grew up in Brockton, New York Times #1 selling author.
Not number one.
Well, not number
close,
one. Close.
Top
Okay,
10.
close. Top 10. And tell us about your relationship with Brockton and some of the books you've done.
Yeah, so I grew up here in Brockton. I actually grew up right up the street from the Cod, and this was our Friday night dinner. Many times. My cousin actually bartended here. My cousin Mike Wedge for decades, and when I was a younger guy, we came in here all the time to the bar, and this is where bar pizza started, and there's a big movement right now, South Shore bar pizza. A lot of people are
Right.
talking about it, and you guys are obviously a big part of that with your show. You go to all the different places, but this is really where it started. It's the Greek style pizza. It's the thin crust. It's well done. I like it,
Yeah.
and the special pans and all that. And,
Right.
they've been doing it better than anybody here at the Cod since 1939, and it's awesome that it's thriving right now, and I love that the whole bar pizza scene is like having a moment, and it's part of my childhood, so I just really love what's going on here in Brockton.
Yeah, we've done other places, I've talked to other owners, and everybody, the business is expanding. Unfortunately, we had a pandemic, but the pandemic has helped a lot of the bar pizza
Absolutely,
places,
yeah,
with Kerry Burns' page on Facebook and our show and others.
And takeout,
and
takeout's
takeout
booming.
was huge,
Yeah.
yeah. So you used to write for the Herald, and then you went off on writing some books on your own.
I did, yeah.
Tell us some of the books and movies you've done.
Sure. So I was at the Boston Herald for 14 years. I left in 2013 and wrote a book called Boston Strong with my esteemed co-author Casey Sherman, who you know very well from Marshfield. And that was turned into the movie Patriots Day. So from there I was kind of just writing books mostly, and I've been working with Casey for the last 8 years writing books. We've done 5 books together now. We're about to get going on our 6th one. So we did a book about the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Right.
We did a book about Deflategate called 12, New York Times bestseller. We did a book about Whitey Bulger, kind of the end of that story, the final chapter of the Whitey Bulger saga.
I'm reading it now.
It's called Hunting Whitey, and it's the story of how it goes from when he went on the run until he
Right.
was murdered in prison. And it tells the whole story of how he was captured and what his life was like in prison and what his life was like on the run, which is the story that really hasn't been told yet. So we're very proud of that book. We're working on some TV stuff with that right now. And then our last book we wrote was called The Last Days of John Lennon. And we
Right,
wrote that
yeah.
with a little author you may have heard of named James Patterson.
Yeah, right.
And so that was quite an adventure. That was a New York Times bestseller as well.
Yeah.
And we do have some TV stuff going on with that one as well.
Right,
So
great.
a lot of fun. I have a new book coming out in March. And like I said, Casey and I are getting started on our next joint project.
Great.
So
I have all my books at home, all autographed by you, and haven't
I
read
love
them
it.
all yet, but
that's okay.
but I
They're
will.
on audiobook if you get
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
You can listen.
So, what's your favorite thing here at the Cod?
So this is one that's controversial. It's either you love it or you hate it, but it's ham and pineapple. The pig and pine, staple, love it, can't go without it. It's actually better the next day.
Yeah.
It's just
A lot of pizza's better than next
it's
day.
just a
Yeah.
perfect pizza to me. A lot of people like pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Those people don't know what they're talking about. The pig and pine has been a staple at the
The
Cod
pizza boys
forever.
aren't fans of pineapple,
Hey,
although I've had it.
the pig and pine is the best pizza going. I also, good friend of mine, Brockton firefighter, turned me on to the shrimp scampi pizza here, which is a little bit of a different one as well. But you can't go wrong. Everything here, I love all the.
Yeah.
I mean, the cheese is magical.
Yeah, the food
My
looks great.
son,
yeah.
funny. My son's 8 years old, and we do get the grocery store ones sometimes when I don't have time to get down here. And he just knows it as Brockton pizza. That's what it is. Whenever we're getting pizza, he says, "Are we getting Brockton pizza?" Gets all excited.
Good. Well, thank you for coming by. We couldn't do a show without you either
No,
in Brockton, so we really appreciate it.
Well, this is great. Thanks for what you guys are doing. Keep it going. And there's so many great pizza places in Brockton.
There
so
really
hope
are,
you get
yeah.
around to all of them.
We will. We'll try.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Take
Thanks
care.
for coming.
Thanks, Tim.
So, Alex, we're here with a special guest tonight. We got the mayor of Brockton in the house, Bob Sullivan. Bob, we're here at Cape Cod Cafe. It's been a staple in the city for a long time. Tell us, what's some of your favorite pizzas here at Cape Cod Cafe?
Yeah, first of all, Tim and Alex, I want to thank you, the Pizza Boys. I mean, we just did a show on Kevin Touchy's Monday Night Talk, WATD. It was awesome. The Cod, 1939, it's an icon. When you talk about Bob Pizza, this is where it started, right here. I like everything. Look at me, right? I mean, you can't get anything at the Cod that's not fantastic. The Jamoulas family, just unbelievable people. But the product here, if you're not familiar with the Cod, I'm encouraging you, come to the City of Champions. We welcome you with open arms. If you come to visit, you got to stop by the Cod. You guys are going to enjoy just unbelievable food tonight. And again, I just applaud you guys, the Pizza Boys, for being here tonight. This is a win-win for everybody.
It's definitely a win for us. I mean, look at this spread. So.
I got the beers, I got the ginger ale, so who's doing better, right?
So Brockton right now is going through a huge revitalization downtown. Millions of dollars are being spent into it. What's the importance of having the businesses like the Cape Cod Cafe that have been here for years when you're recruiting new businesses into town?
I mean, it speaks volumes, right? I mean, the roots of the city of Brockton, again, the Cod is a part of that root. And they've gone unbelievable, right? You can go into almost every supermarket up and down the Commonwealth and in Rhode Island, Connecticut, and find the Cod and frozen section. Try it, it's awesome. Throw it on your grill at home, you're going to have a great time. I just think it speaks, to the type of community Brockton is. It's inclusive, it's diverse. Again, it's always about hardworking people, the immigrant story, and again, this is just a wonderful example here in the city of Brockton.
Yeah, many great businesses here in the city, but Cape Cod Cafe is the one everybody knows, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the revitalization again, I mean, it's only going to get better down here in Brockton. More and more people coming to the established businesses as well as all the new businesses that you're bringing to the city.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, you guys know Brockton, right? So Brockton's broken up. So the Campello section where we are right now, then you have the downtown core where Legion Parkway is, right, Main
Right.
Street. Then you got Montello on the other side of the city. People are understanding right now, like I've said this before, if Brockton was a stock, everybody should be consider buying it right now because the
Exactly.
return on investment's real. And we're seeing developers, not just in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but we're getting people from the West Coast, we're having hedge fund people. But at the end of the day, what really showcases Brockton is a restaurant, an establishment like the Cod. You come
Exactly.
in, they know you by name. It's kind of like a little bit of Cheers, right? The old
Right,
TV show
right,
Cheers.
right.
Everybody knows your name, but the food's better here than Bullfinch in Boston, that's for sure.
Well, we really appreciate you being on with us tonight. We couldn't do a show in Brockton without you, so
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Tim,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you, and I wish you guys all the best. You're doing a fantastic show, and keep staying in the city of Brockton. I mean, you got to expand out, right, your viewerships, but again, come into the city of Brockton, come into the Cape Cod Cafe. Again, I want to thank you both and enjoy it. Manja, manja.
Thanks,
you.
Bob. Never had a bad pizza in the city of Brockton. No, you're doing a great job, and this really is a place, and I can't speak highly enough about the service when you come in here.
Right,
We come in
exactly.
here with the family. I got 4 little ones, and just the wait staff is amazing with my kids, and it really is a family-friendly place and a great place to come have a couple pizzas and a salad, and now an appetizer or two with it. So
There we go,
you're
absolutely.
really doing a great job.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I mean, by all means, dig in and, you know.
let's dive in.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, Tim.
Thank you,
for
Tim.
joining
Thank
us.
you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, Tim, now's the time that we wait for. This is the reason we come, when we can dive into the food.
I'm not really hungry today, so go ahead. No,
All
I'm
right.
just kidding. Are you kidding me?
You're always hungry.
This is amazing. I can't wait to try this.
What are we going to have first?
Well, there's a couple things I haven't tried yet, so I want to try those first. I want to try a big slice of this meat. Well, I mean, look at that. Look at it. He's right. I could never eat all that. I talk about
Come on,
good
come
game,
on, Tim. You could.
Well, I don't
Come
think
on.
so.
All right,
I
let's
think
try
one
it.
slice of this is good for most people, so I could probably only do half a pie, maybe.
Half a pie?
Yeah.
Well, let's try this, and then
looks
we'll
amazing.
work our way around the table. Wow,
That is good.
that's
Yeah, I've
amazing.
never had it, but unbelievable.
So it's almost like a deep dish with the double crust and all the meats on there.
Yeah, like
Wow.
almost something you'd get at like Uno's, but quality. I mean, this is good stuff. I got to sneak into the buffalo chicken dip here while we're eating too. I mean, that looks good. That's
How about a
nice and thick.
meatball?
Yep. Tim was right. That's got great flavor, not too much spice. That's perfect. That's good too.
We say this all the time, but what a great job this is, isn't it?
I know, it's amazing.
Pizza, food, beer. It's a tough job. But like they say, somebody has to do it.
It's amazing. Homemade meatballs are excellent. They're a lot better than my mother's meatballs ever were, but we'll edit that out later.
I'm going to tell her anyway.
Yeah. She'll admit it. She loves to come here, so she's probably had theirs before. Yeah, that's great.
I got to tell you, years ago when my business was right down the street, I came to the Cod for lunch at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, I believe it.
Had pizza every single time.
I had jury duty once for 2 weeks straight. I came here every day for lunch on that. But
All right, well, now we got to do the pepperoni.
absolutely. I know that's your favorite, and that's definitely my favorite, especially when they use the big pepperonis that cup up nicely when you cook them. Holds all the flavor in
I
them.
don't know anyone else that does the big pepperonis like this.
There's a couple that try, but they can't quite duplicate the original.
But you're right, pepperoni is my favorite.
Yeah. Mine too for sure. And these are the best because they're nice and thick too, so great flavor.
You think we can eat all this?
We're gonna try.
If there's any left, we'll give it to the staff.
I doubt there'll be any left.
Wow.
Really great job they do. I mean, we had just lucky to have Tim, the general manager, on tonight. I mean, he really does a dynamite job, and the owners, the Jamoulis, I mean, fantastic job. Just the consistency over the years.
That's what I was just going to say. Since 1939, it's been consistent. And I don't know, I wasn't here back on 39. I'm old, but not quite that old. But I've been coming here for at least 30 years or so, and it's always the same.
Absolutely.
Always. And that's what makes it so good.
You guys, I've never had a bad pizza from here, and that's the truth. It really, every time I've come here, everything is consistently good, and that's tough in the pizza business. It's real tough because it's a lot of human art to making a pizza, and they really do great training.
Well, we're into our second season, and we've been around to a lot of places, a lot of bar pizzas. Not everything we've done is bar pizza, but we had to come to the original. And this is the original, just cheese and pepperoni, the 2 staples of bar pizza. And nobody does it better.
Their buffalo chicken pizza is great too. We had that in studio when we were on the
Right.
WATD last week promoting this appearance. I had a slice of the buffalo chicken pizza, and it's just great, incredible. And you can't go wrong with pepper and onion either. I really love that as a pizza. So one thing we didn't try yet, we got.
We definitely have to try
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Guess we'll have to use the bowls here.
When in doubt, but I mean, these look great. Nice light appetizer. You feel a nice flaky crust. That's delicious.
Can tell the Greek.
What's that?
Can tell the Greek.
Absolutely. It's the Greek background really shows through on this
Yeah.
one, but it's delicious. It really complements the cheese and the spinach.
So what do you think?
I think amazing. Absolutely one of the best on the South Shore. Every pizza place, really, they strive to be Cape Cod Cafe. So
They do. I mean, this is what everyone else is judged by. And they do a great job, consistency. I've been here for years, so definitely Pizza Boy approved.
absolutely no doubt Pizza Boy approved. All right, Alex, so we're back here again with Tim King, the general manager. We tried our best, and we failed.
Tim, I thought we could do it.
The meat pizza killed us.
Yeah.
Starting with the meat pizza was a bad idea.
That was a bad idea.
We should have eased our way in with the cheese and then gone.
We
for
should
the
have had a couple of chips, maybe the meatball, half a meatball, pepperoni, plain, then the big one.
Maybe that was the plan. We'll have to try again tomorrow.
All right.
But
You here tomorrow?
I'll be here tomorrow.
We'll be back
Oh,
tomorrow.
absolutely.
This was amazing, Tim. Everything was so good. Tell us about the process of making it, and you can tell there's a lot of homemade ingredients in here. But just tell us about the ingredients and how it's made.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it starts with the dough. The dough is prepared fresh every single day. You know, basically the process is, you know, use a little bit of oil, you pat it out. You know, I think Mayor Sullivan touched on it earlier. It's nice Greek-style thin pizza. You know, it's crispy. We got our own homemade sauce, our own homemade cheese. You know, we use pans these seasoned pans we've had that are, you know, 30, 40, 50 years old at some times, so they got the flavor seared right into them, and you know, that's really what the product you see here. I mean, everything that, you know, that you guys tried, all of it is pretty much, it's all homemade. You know, everything's made with hard work. From, you know, the chicken, the onions, peppers, and the mushrooms are always cut by hand, and yeah, it really makes for a great product at the end of the day.
That's great. Now, we're obviously downtown Brockton, called Cod Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Not really close by. Tell us about the history of the name.
A little confusion, you know. We're not, obviously it's Brockton, we're not anywhere near the Cape, but just a general oversight of the history of the cod is, you know, back in the day before they had built the highway to get down to the Cape, you could walk right out the front door, get in your car right on Main Street in Brockton, drive in a straight line and get all the way down to the Cape. So I know there's a little confusion. We're obviously not on the Cape, but that's really where the name derives from, where you could just get in your car right after coming, you know, being here and drive straight down to Cape Cod.
All right.
That's great.
What about in the last few years? You've really started doing a lot of frozen pizza, I guess,
absolutely,
in the restaurant and the supermarket. Tell us how that's going and
Yeah,
how'd you get started?
So it started with we used to do it right in this kitchen here, and then as it started getting bigger, we're right next door. We do all the frozen pizzas right next door. You know, we're in all sorts of different supermarkets. We've got a plain, a mushroom, an onion pepper, a buffalo, and a pepperoni. What's even good too, I know a lot of you know, people that are from Brockton have, you know, kind of moved all over the country, as far as Florida, California,
right.
pretty much everywhere, and you can actually get the pizzas shipped directly to you. So it's called goldbelly.com. It's a service that we use. You can go on there, you can order, you know, however many pizza you want, and they'll get shipped right to your doorstep, frozen and everything, ready to go.
Great. How many pizzas do you do a week?
I'd say it varies. You know, pre-pandemic, we were up there in the thousands. You know, 3,000-4,000 pizzas, and I'd say we're right around that same mark now. We're creeping right back up there. So, you know, it's great to have, you know, especially during the pandemic that we're obviously still in now, about how awesome the customer base has been, and
Right.
having guys like you and just people that are just supportive of the name of bar style pizzas really, you know, really helped us out too. And just can't thank the staff enough. The owners, Jonathan and Jeremy, Lynn and Jimmy, they just they've been awesome. You know, be able to put me in an opportunity to do something like this, it means the world. So.
Well, Tim, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking it's Pizza Boy approved.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it.
Definitely a 2 thumbs up.
Tim, thanks again for everything. This was truly amazing.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming down.
Thanks.